Alrighty, so today we will be looking at my stock portfolio for the past month of February. Let's just get right into it. You can see this past Friday wasn't a good day. We all know of Silicon Valley Bank and how it was the second largest bank collapse in U.S. history. A lot of tech startups are now looking for funds. Only about 2 to 3% of Silicon Valley Bank's customers had less than $280,000 in their accounts, which is FDIC insured. So a lot of people are losing money. This is why JP Morgan and Chase, out of all of my stocks here, was the highest to perform on Friday. JP Morgan and Chase, keep saying this, number one bank in the world, in the country, over $3 trillion in assets. So this is one stock that you guys really want to hold on to for the long term, and it pays a pretty nice dividend at around, let's see, its dividend payment is about $1 every quarter, which is an annual dividend yield of around 3%. So it's a pretty good dividend payment. It's very good stock, obviously, but let's just go back into this portfolio and see the rest of the shares. So currently my account is valued at just under $6,000. It's around $5,955.91. My largest position is still Tesla. You can see at the very bottom, close to $1,700 of it, worth 10 shares each. It's also up on Friday about $5. And my ETFs in total, I have a bunch of them. I have the ARK Automotive Tech RBTC, the ARK Innovation ETF. Those two are mainly just based on this new AI that we have, and how I really think that's probably going to change the world. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs just because of this, and this is a way where you can sort of invest in AI and invest in the future. I also have SCHD, which is the Schwab US Equity Dividend ETF. I'm a very big proponent on this one. It has a great dividend yield, about 3.44%. It's a great dividend. I really like it. It has a low expense ratio, only about 0.06%. Yeah, it's a really good dividend and ETF to invest in. Same with VTI. Also, has a low expense ratio at 0.3%. It's very low. It's a very good ETF to have. Basically tracks the total stock market. If the stock market's up that day, this is up. If it's down, this is down. And we all know over time, stock market always goes up. So let's look at my actual equities I have. I have Airbnb, 7 shares valued at a total of $828.10 with an average price of $118.30. Like I said, Airbnb, great stock to have. It's gonna always be in competition with hotels. Although the hotel industry is not going to go anywhere anytime soon, Airbnbs are always something for travelers. Everyone's going to be going on spring breaks, summer trips, vacations, everything, and Airbnb is going to be there for the long term, I believe. Same thing with Google. Their Class A and Class C shares. Class C is always going to be a little higher because of the voting power it has. It has 3 votes compared to the Class A's of only 1 vote. And for the Class A, I have 4 shares worth around $360.52 for an average price of $9.63. And the Class C shares, I have 5 shares worth $455.05 for an average price of $91.01. Google, one of those blue chip stocks that's going to be here forever as long as you and I live. And the next stop is in a similar position. It is Amazon, 2 shares worth around $181.46 with an average price of $90.73. By Google, is the king of the search engine. Amazon's the king of e-commerce. It'll be here for the future. It'll be here for the long term. Another blue chip stock. Just like Apple. Look at 1 share, $148.50. This one does pay a dividend, although it's a small dividend. Like Google and Amazon, this will be here for the future. It's going to be here for a long time. They will dominate the phone industry, especially, they're that name brand that everyone wants to chase after. So this stock will be around here for a long time. The next stock I want to talk about is AI. It's also a great stock to invest in. It does follow AI as well. It's around 5 shares for around $106.35. The average price of $21.27. I believe this stock at one point of this past week was up just a tremendous amount. I mean, yeah, look at this spike right here. You can see it. It was around $22, and then it spiked all the way up to $29. It's a great stock to invest in. Obviously it'll have a little volatility to it, but I think it has a long way to go still and a lot of potential. Next up is DraftKings. I'm getting a little sketchy about DraftKings because I know a lot of sports betting books. They don't particularly, or they're not particularly profitable, but I feel like DraftKings is just sponsored by so much. They sponsor so many events. Sponsored by the NBA. They do all of that, and I feel like this still has a lot of potential. I only have two stocks with that average price of $18.50 and a total price of $37.10. So I feel like this is an okay stock to invest in. The next stock I want to talk to y'all about is Ford. $121 of 10 shares worth an average price of $12.10. I'm very high on Ford. I feel like they're going to be here for the long term, for the future. They're expanding to the EV space. Their CEO literally said to Elon Musk that I'm coming after y'all. So I feel like this is a great stock to invest in. I already talked about JP Morgan Chase, but just briefly, like I said, a great stock to invest in. The number one bank in America. You can't go wrong with JP Morgan Chase. Lucid, this stock was trading at close to, I believe, around $80 at one point. I mean, it was really high. Maybe in a long time ago, it was super high, but it's down to $7.87. I think I bought it around when it was $10 or like $9. But so I've lost a little bit around it, but I currently have 5 shares worth around $39.35 with an average price of $7.87. I then have Meta. I got 2 stocks of this, $35, $359.02 for 2 shares with an average price of $179.51. Like Apple, like Google, like Amazon, another stock that's going to be forever. They also have, can't forget, obviously that Facebook, but can't forget Instagram as well as WhatsApp. WhatsApp is, if in America we only use iMessage really, but the other European countries, Asian countries, they all use WhatsApp. So this is a great stock to invest in. Same thing with Microsoft. Only got 1 share of this, $248.59. This is another great stock to have. They're going to be here for the long term. I believe that this stock, just like all the others previously I mentioned, is a great stock for the future. Next, I have Rivian Automotive. This is a stock I'm trying to take a bit of a gamble on. I only have 5 shares of this, but I feel like this stock has potential to go, double its price, and I think it's a great stock also to invest in. Snap, I just have this one, 3 shares, $31.02, average price of $10.34. I believe it still has potential. I bought it because it was really low, but then Be Real came out and it's kind of gone even more down, but I think it's still a decent stock. It's not going to go anywhere that much. Always talked about Tesla, how much I'm a big proponent of that. Elon Musk actually said he might buy Silicon Valley Bank. I hope that's not true. I've always been a big fan of his, but after what he's done with Twitter, I'm kind of questioning his tactics here. But I'm still a believer in the guy with Tesla, and I feel like he's got good stuff going on with this company. And EVs are obviously the future, with California implementing that all cars in California by 2035 have to be electric. So I feel like Tesla is going to be through the roof pretty soon. And my last stock that I want to talk to y'all about is Uber. 14 shares worth around $435.54 with an average price of $31.11. Uber is going to be dominating the rideshare industry. Obviously, they have Lyft as a competitor, but Uber's expanded. They're in the Uber Eats sector, the food delivery. So I feel like they have a lot to grow, and they still have a lot of potential. And I feel like they've kind of monopolized that area as well. So if we go into my income that I have, I've already received around $9.29 from dividend payments and interest, and I still have about $70.25 left of dividend and interest payments. So this year I'll be receiving around $26.54, and it's not a lot, but that's like 2 to 3 decent meals at a fast food restaurant. So you'll take whatever you can get. So besides that, I thank y'all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and watch the videos. And please leave a tip. Please, thank you.